Hey friends, it's Drea, and I am back with part two of the last lesson that I did on the three-hole half-step bends. Because I wanted to get more detailed into some of, I don't know, the theory and try to explain it more because I feel like if I was a beginner, I would have more questions. So I have a little bit more to add to that for you. It's snowing today here in Colorado. It was snowing yesterday, and yeah, let's get to it though. So I have a C harmonica as usual, and we are talking about the three-hole half-step bend. And like I said before, there are 4 notes you can get out of just the three-hole draw. So the half-step, the full step, and the step and a half. But we're just going to deal with just the first half-step, which takes it from B to B flat on a C harmonica. Now, I wanted to kind of give a visual as to what's happening because I can't really give visuals because we are playing a mouth instrument and the tongue block trainer doesn't show what's really happening with my mouth. So I wanted to explain in a few different ways, and hopefully one of the ways I explain this works for you. So like I was saying in the last lesson, you go kind of like E-oo, 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 and if you go E-O, then you've gone too far, and that's the full step. So that is it. That's the B to B flat, and I'm doing that lip purse right then. I'll do it tongue blocked right now. You can hear I just went too far. So you could do it either way. I actually do lip pursing and tongue block, like I've said before, and I do all of my bends that way too. And then I just kind of see what happens when I play, and whatever my mouth wants to do, whatever's easier is what happens. The only thing I don't bend with my tongue is the 10 blow bends because yeah, it's really difficult. I have before, but I get super paranoid about blowing out a reed. So I drew up, I have a different whiteboard. This has a little bit of notes. This is the one I put by my bed. So it'll show you a little bit about me. I did the layout of the harmonica again. So blue equals blow, the green equals draw, and the red equals the bends that I have taught to you so far that you know, including the one we're doing right now. So just another visual of what's going on here. Okay, so right now we are working on the B to the B flat, and you see we have 2 more to go. I left empty spaces for the ones that we still have to go. But I just wanted to give that visual, and I'm very sorry if you are colorblind. Hopefully it'll be darker colors than the others. But yeah, so that's that. That's what's going on in our diatonic instrument. In the secret notes we are coaxing out, thus is bending. And like I said, bending is difficult. I practice it all the time. It's not something you're going to learn and be like, oh, I learned that, I never need to practice it again. It's something you need to practice because it is manipulating your mouth to a certain way that your tongue is shaped, and every single harmonica is different, and they all have the same jumps from half steps and full steps and whatnot, but they're all slightly different. And I'll do a lesson on that. Like if you're playing a low harmonica, like a G harmonica, it is like driving a big truck. And then if you have a high F harmonica, not a high F, but just a regular F, which is just high naturally, it's like driving a sports car. It's just totally different. Your tongue and everything has to be manipulated slightly different. So don't just, if you have other harmonicas also, don't just learn one harmonica, get other harmonicas, and practice on all of them all the time because they're all different. And what I have with this pen here is I'm going to try to draw. This is going to be horrible, but maybe it'll help someone. So what I'm talking about when I say you're going ee-oo is... I said that my tongue is hitting the back of my teeth. And my tongue is arching up ever so slightly, and the air is hitting in a specific spot. Now I'm talking about lip purse bending. So I'm going to draw this with you. So right now I have this. Okay. La la la. Here are my teeth. Okay? My lip. Here's the jaw. This is really horrible, and I'm trying to draw it upside down. Oh my god. Oh, this is horrible. Okay, but anyway, that's why I'm drawing it with you, because you definitely wouldn't understand if I tried to do this. So that's your head. La la la. Eyes, nose. That's your mouth. So inside your mouth is your tongue. And I'm just laughing at my drawing. And your tongue is responsible for almost everything on the harmonica besides your airflow. So what's happening with my tongue is, these are the back of my teeth, my bottom row of teeth, is my tongue is actually up touching against that, the back of my teeth, just the tip though, and it's ever so slightly humped up. And yeah, this might really confuse. That's why I'm drawing with you. So my tongue is up against the tip of my back of my teeth, and the air, I'm doing it again just so I can feel it and describe it as I'm going. The air is hitting right here, right directly after the teeth, and where your tongue is touching the back of your teeth. Okay? And yep, that is awesome, and I hope that you laughed at that, because I did. Oh my gosh. So yeah, if I ever become a school teacher for reals, I'm gonna terrify all the kids with really scary drawings. So that is one thing I wanted to show you though. To try to describe what's going on in your mouth. Then we got the ee-oo, I showed you on the harmonica. Now I'm going to take you over to the piano and show you, because the harmonica, when it was first introduced, I'm sorry if the lighting's really bad and everything, I'm doing this on my laptop. When the harmonica was first introduced, it was called a pocket piano, okay? Now, it kind of is, except for it's a diatonic, and it's not chromatic. We do have chromatic harmonicas, but that's not what we're learning right now. So, I'm trying to do this in a good way. Oh, get my harmonica. So here I have my piano, okay? And right here is the middle C. Okay, and we're playing a C harmonica. Okay? And you also, so we're on the C harmonica, but we're bending down, and I'm going to explain what this is in a second too. We're bending down from a B to a B flat. That's what we're doing right now for the 3 whole half step. So I just wanted to show you. I hope this is working. So here we are on the C harmonica, and we're on the 3 whole draw natural, which is right here. B. Then we're going a half step, and when you talk about a half step with music and the harmonica, I'm talking about it, but anything that's black, basically, these accidental keys, this is the half step. So B, B flat, B, B flat, and then it's going to go B, B flat, A, and that's the whole extent of the three-hole draw. But we're working on this. Okay. So I just wanted to show you exactly what I'm talking about when I say half steps. So this is the B. It's three-hole draw. Here's a half step. We're half stepping to the B flat. Then we're half stepping again to the A and to the A flat eventually to get the step and a half. So when I'm saying half step, it is just, that's a half step, then it's another half step and a half step. So therefore, 1, 2, 3, or 1.5 steps. And that's the extent of the three-hole draw for the bends. And we're not going to talk about how to get that in your mouth right now, but I think you could probably figure out how to get the full step now that I have already said it's EO. So you can just, might go into more detail later, but that's really all there is to it for that as well. So, yeah, now you guys can see my crazy place a little bit. So, I hope that helped a little bit, and I've described it so many different ways. You really just have to practice. And what was I doing? What was that weird tuner looking thing that you saw right there? Well, I am not an endorser for this or anything, but I have to tell you about something really, really cool. Now you can use your ear to get to the right bends pitch-wise, but there's this app called, it's a harmonica app. It's called the Bendometer, or like I called it for a long time, the Bendometer. And then I was like, felt really silly when someone called it the Bendometer because it makes more sense like an odometer. So I don't know, it might be called either one, but I was calling it the Bendometer. And I think it might be Bendometer. But anyways, the app, I don't know, I might have showed you guys this in a past lesson, but if you see, it's an app, I have an iPhone and I was able to get it. Here, I don't know if you can see that. Here it is, right here. Oh no, it's signing me on the Facebook. Right? You can't see it very well, but it's that one. It's right there. It's a harmonica with a microphone emblem. But if you just type in Bendometer or Bendometer, it'll come up, and I think it was like $9.99. And it's really cool because it has the harmonica laid out how I was showing you guys. And I'm sorry there's a really bad glare. So right now, and what it does is helps you with your bending. So we got the 3 to 3 whole half step. And you can do this with all your bending. Yep. And it really helps a lot. One time I lost my phone, and then I had another phone that I couldn't use this app, and I really wanted it, and I was like, man, I need that app again so I could, it's like you can know that you're getting bends, but you don't know that you're getting them perfectly. Like you saw it going up and down, and when it's right in the center, you know that you're getting it perfectly. And you can hear your ear, but like I said, especially when you're starting out, you might accidentally be going to a different bend. I was overdrawing before on the 6-hole bend. I was drawing way too hard when I was a beginner, and when I got this, I found out I was actually bending it from not just A flat, I was bending it all the way to a different note. So maybe I was overblowing, I don't know. I have got my first overblow recently. That's very exciting. Oh, I wanted to show you. So then what you do is you could just swipe, and it will, you see it says C harmonica. You tap that. Sorry. or tap those little things, and you could choose which key that you want to switch it to. So you can practice on all your keys. It doesn't have obscure keys. It has a low F sharp, but I have a low F and I can't practice with my low F on it. And I haven't really messed with the different tunings at all, but those are options on here as well. So I recommend it when you're learning bending, and like, yeah, it's awesome. Okay, well, I'm getting lengthy now, and I hope that was helpful to you guys. And like I said, you really, really want the 3 whole half step bends because it is part of the blues scale. And I will go over more blues scale stuff and more bluesy licks and things like that now that you have a very crucial missing piece to the puzzle. And I hope that this helped, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Yeah, I have an album coming out on April 30th, so please stay tuned for that. It'll be available to the public. I'm very excited. It's all coming together, and it'll be my first solo EP that's available to the public. I did have one that I was only selling busking that I got some help making. And yeah, so this is the first one that's ever going to be available to everyone and not just people that saw me busking. And it's actually going to be put together, not just recorded on an iPad very quickly with no editing. This one's actually more thought out, and I'll even put my lyrics up on my website. All right, well, I love you guys, and thank you for being awesome harmonica people, because that's what you are. And have lots of fun, because this is fun. And peace out. I'll be back at you sooner than later.